You can't stop the rain when it starts to pour. Yes, yes, yes. It's Raphael Dawkins with the Combat Radio. And we are live. Okay. So what's going on here then? What's going on here? Okay. Let's pause that there. Let's take this down. Was that supposed to happen? I don't think so. Okay. Let me fix my screen. Let's get this right. Let's do it right. Okay, the music's just a little bit too mellow. Music's just a little bit too mellow. What did I want to do? Oh yeah, I know, you know. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, that looks good. Okay, so what we're doing, hello and welcome to the Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. And it's the weekend wrap-up. And what a Saturday night it was. I was entertained. Were you not entertained? Because I know I was. Okay. So, before I get into the chat, let's have a look at the menu. What we're talking about today, well, it's quite self-explanatory. The thumbnail is self-explanatory. We're looking at the main events of the weekend. We're talking King Arthur versus Anthony Yarde. We're looking at Teofimo. No, that was a couple weeks back. We're looking at Devon Haney versus Jojo Diaz. We're looking at Jessica Mccaskill versus the lady that goes by the name of Candy Crush. And little one and two other things we're going to be looking at. Well, first things first, let me drop the link in the chat. Boom, boom, boom. That's the first thing. The second thing is, hold on. This should have been the first thing. Let me check. Let me do the sound check. Make sure that everything is copacetic. Let's drop the music and check it. Let's drop the music. Yeah, that's cool. That's good. Let's get the music back. Let's get the beats back. Okay, it's grown on me. Tune's grown on me. Okay, so what else is there to do before we get into this shiznix? Let me drop this in the Secret Society. Let me drop the link in the Secret Society. Let's drop it over there. Let's paste it. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's good. It's shared. So everybody knows. Let me just drop that in a couple more spots and then we good. Boom. Where is it? Boom. Let's drop it in there too. Boom. Okay. So, ready to go. So let's go. Okay. So let's have a look in the chat. We know that everything. We know the sound is right. Let's have a look in the chat. Okay. Yes. Philip Khan Roberts up in the building. What's this here? Close that. What? Yes, Lisa Bales up in the building. It most certainly was a good night of boxing for sure. John D. Lee up in the building. Great night of boxing. Oh damn! Did he fight? OMG! I forgot that was he fighting on the weekend? Yeah, he was. I forgot about that. Dang! I'll have to have a look at that later. Might even be able to skim through it right now. But in the meantime, it's the John Daly up in the building. How you doing, John?
Good, thanks, Raphael. How are you?
I'm very well. Had a nice lazy Sunday day. A nice lazy Sunday. It was a late night last night, so the Rafi taking it easy, recharging the batteries. Had a nice piece of cod in a tomato sauce with garden peas and red onion, and it went down rather well, may I say so.
I've had sort of the opposite day.
What's the opposite to cod?
No, well, I'm having polyps. So that's not really an opposite.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's pretty similar.
Yeah.
I'm having sweet corn. Is that the opposite to peas? I've done a round trip to Manchester. I've been to the gym, and I went on the pommel horse this morning. So I've had a busy day.
Busy day for John D. Lee. Rafi just kept it nice and mellow. We're going to explode into action on Monday. But Sunday, a nice day of rest. Flicker, Big Fugatti fought, yes, on the zone. It was nothing too special. Okay, I might skip that till later then. Lions in the camp. Hey, they didn't empty the tank this time, did they? They emptied Lyndon Arthur's tank. But the best thing about that is that when I watched the pre-fight press conference, Anthony Yarde broke into song. And even though the fellas kind of tone deaf, didn't matter because it reintroduced me. It reminded me of an old classic favorite of mine. You can't stop the rain when it starts to fall. Classic Loose Ends. For those who don't know, John, you know that tune or you're unfamiliar?
Unfamiliar.
Unfamiliar? OMG. OMG. No one should be unfamiliar with that tune. So you know what the Rafi's going to do? He's going to drop it. He's going to drop it in the chat. Can't play it because you know how they love to get crazy with the copyright shizzle, but it's a classic. So Rafi going to have to drop it. You can't stop the rain. Hold on. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Hold on. Which version do I like? It's this one. I'm not going to play it, but I shall share it. Let me do that right now. Lisa Bale says, I remember that song. I know you're an R&B aficionado. You will definitely know that song. Loose Ends was my group. Damn, straight. 100. R&B, one of the finest R&B bands ever to step foot out of the UK. So that's in the link. That's in the chat. Is it in the chat? Yeah, there it is. It's right there. Okay, so people can check it out at their leisure. If you got multiple devices, you can probably do it. I wanted to have that as the background for the thing, but I didn't know how YouTube were going to respond. I'm going to have to I'm gonna have to do a kamikaze show where I drop in certain chats, certain tunes that I like, or probably just start off with one and have it on a loop, and then see how the YouTube deal with it. Do they take it down, or do they just say, "Hey, a couple of pennies you would have made from this, we're gonna keep it and give it to them people there"? In which case, I don't mind. I don't mind at all. Okay, it's the TKO22 up in the building. Greetings, one and all. Hit the like button on your way in. Okay. Okay, so we've done the intros. Okay. Where do we start? Let's start with the... Hold on, there's only a few people in here just now, but it don't matter. Let's get into it and let's not mess about. Okay, so Lyndon Arthur versus Anthony Yarde. King Arthur versus Yarde. I was 50-50. I was 49-51. I was swaying. I really didn't know which way it was going to go. I did understand that Anthony Yarde was the favorite. People said, but what if he comes in 20% better? But I said, what if King Arthur comes in 20% better? Although I knew that if it was going to be a distance, it could be either Yarde or Arthur. But if it stopped, if the fight was stopped, then I heavily favored Anthony Yarde. But I did not see him stopping the fight within 4 rounds, within 5 rounds. I didn't see him doing that. That was crazy to me, but that's exactly what Anthony Yarde did. He went in there and he was ferocious, whereas in the first fight, perhaps his head wasn't in the right place. He was somewhat lackadaisical, maybe just thought it would be a walk in the park, or he could do this thing on autopilot, but he found out differently. So he went into this fight now fully charged, fully engaged, fully focused, and he was determined to do some damage, and that's what he did. He took it to the body, and he caused some mayhem up in there. John D. Lee.
I wasn't really too worried about analysing the fight going into it, because I thought it was going to be fun. I was looking forward to the fight. I really like the way he went to the body. He pummeled that body, and Lyndon just did not like it at all, did he? It was really entertaining fight. I enjoyed it a lot.
Hell of an entertaining fight. Took it to the body, and Lyndon, King Arthur, did not like it one tiny bit. Lisa Bales up in the building. How you doing, Lisa?
Hey, how's everybody doing?
Hey, I'm super good, Lisa. Super good. I'm rested. I've eaten good. You know, the Raphael likes to eat good.
Hey, I hear you.
You know, the
That's a nice card, I hear.
Oh, goodness gracious! I had an extra helping, Lisa. I had an extra helping. You know, it was Hungry Raph today. Yeah, I made up for yesterday. Yesterday was just an average day of eating, but today I made sure I had my nutrition. My nutrition up. My nutritional game was up. Okay. So let me introduce in the one and only, the inimitable, the unpredictable. Lady Chan up in the building.
What up, Rafi? What up? Tell me.
Hey.
Thank you for having me, by the way.
Well, it's always my pleasure. To have the ladies up in here. Yeah. Anytime. But talk to me, Lady Chan. Talk to me about King Arthur versus Anthony Yarde. Talk to me.
I knew it. I knew Yarde was going to get the stoppage. Anybody that knows how Yarde rolls, no, that's not what we saw last year. You knew that wasn't Anthony Yarde. You knew it wasn't. So I knew once I started to see the pressers. You know, you can read someone's energy. And I could see that Lyndon Arthur was shit scared, really. He was nervous. And then for the fact that he said he didn't want his son to watch it, he didn't want his son to watch it last year because, you know, just in case he sees his dad gets knocked out. That didn't spew confidence for me. I knew Yarde was coming to knock him out. And I said it. I said it's a stoppage. And I was so glad to see that happen for him. Yeah, vindicated.
Yes. Lisa Bales, talk to me about the Anthony Yarde versus the King Arthur fight.
I didn't see it. I should have bought it was on Fight TV. I should have just bought it. And when I was really interested in it,
yeah,
I saw the video and I was like, he knocked him. I was like, whoa.
Let me see if I can pull it up. Let me see if I can pull it up for you. You already seen
Careful,
the
Raphael, because
especially
they're striking.
Yeah,
right, Lady Charm.
Yeah. Careful, they strike you.
I know. They've been striking me.
Frank's the worst.
They've been striking me for years, but I got a little technique. I got a little technique that I use. If the video's good, then I can play it on the live. And the video didn't get struck, so I think I should be able. I don't know.
You share that with me, man.
I do. I use different techniques, and sometimes I forget. So now I'm on StreamYard. So now I gotta do it. Where is it? Can I do it? I forget. Can I do it? Let's have a look. Okay, so that's there. So I don't know when it comes to going to show up on StreamYard though. I don't know if it's going to mess my shiznicks up. Hold on, let me have a look.
I did this, Rafi, and they took down my live.
No, trust me, they've took that. I've dealt with these people before. Trust me.
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
Trust me. I just need to hold on. Yeah, it's different operational. It works different ways in different places.
Tone said in the chats, copyright strike incoming in 3, 2, 1.
Yo, they've copyright struck me many times. Many. They know around here. They know just to enjoy the live because it may not stay up for tomorrow. But Rafi don't give a rat's ass. With the live, if I did the live, yo, lady, I can hear your crisp packet there. I can hear your crisp.
Sorry.
I can hear your walkers. I can hear your walkers. Chicken.
What's it?
What's it?
Sorry. Yeah, what's it?
That's all right. Let me play this. That's so cool. Let me play this in the background. If they strike me, they strike me. It's not like I'm making $1 million off these lives. So, you know, the Rafi don't really give too much of a rat's ass. We just do it for the entertainment value. Okay. So, yeah, you see what I mean? I'm not really playing it. I'm just, it's just playing little bits. Okay. So there he's playing in the background. And what am I saying? I think I was, so it was body attack. It was the body attack.
Rafi, he didn't even, it's like he gave up.
Yeah.
He didn't even contest the wave off. Like, it's like he did. He was I don't think that really hurt him. And he thought, what do you reckon, John?
There's like a really clean body shot that I think got him in the solar plexus.
That really hurt him.
And whilst that might not take your equilibrium away, you can't breathe. I think it's an actual really good stoppage. I don't think there's any problem with the stoppage. I've seen too many people talking about it being an early stoppage, but I haven't seen.
No, I don't think it was early. I just didn't see him contest.
But also, if it was a dodgy stoppage, wouldn't Pat Back come out and say, because he doesn't keep his opinions to himself.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. There was no contesting throughout the whole time. Like there was, even if you do a fake contest and pretend that you wanted more, I didn't see nothing. It was just like, yeah, okay, thanks. Phew, thank you.
If Rafi can get it right, if Rafi can time it, I think there's like he gets him perfectly in solar plexus. Yeah, and whilst that's not going to knock you out, that's a knockout punch. Your equilibrium might not be gone, but You're not fighting on after that.
Well, listen, it was a severe body attack. It wasn't one punch. It wasn't two punch. It was multiple. It was umpteen shots to the body. Umpteen. There was.
If you watch, there's a really clean one that catches him right between the arms into the middle of his stomach, and that allows him to start the headshots. This isn't the fight. This is the video. This is a video I made. Anybody who didn't see the video, go check the video. Not now, obviously. But there was multiple shots to the body. There was right hooks to the body, left hooks to the body, right hooks, left hooks to the head. The right uppercuts to the head was
nice
vicious.
combos. Yeah.
The right uppercut to the head was vicious, and it was just an accumulation of shots. It was a barrage of shots. Anthony Yarde invested in the body, and you know what they say: kill the body, and the head will fall.
He didn't bite on any feints either, did he? He just kept marching forward.
No, it was just.
Did a few feints in the beginning.
No, but Yarde didn't bite on them. He just kept going.
Oh no! I mean, Yarde fainted. Lyndon just looked. Lyndon just looked tentative. He feints to set up his jab. He feints and jabs and feints and jabs to get in the inside.
And Yarde wasn't really interested in his feints to just march forward.
Yarde just had to walk right through him.
Yeah, all Lyndon could do is hold. He's got no inside game at all.
He don't have the. I knew it. He don't have the. Does he have the knockout power to knock out Yarde? Yeah, well, you know, once you're a certain weight, usually it's from 200 pounds upwards, you start to, you know, kind of be a bit more wary. But I just knew that Lyndon Arthur just didn't have the punch power to really knock Yarde out unless it was just going to be one fluke shot. But I knew that Anthony Yarde has the power to walk through all of Lyndon Arthur's shots. We saw it on round 12 of the last fight. That's when I knew.
I didn't think. I mean, if it went to a distance, I felt it could be either guy. If it went to the distance, but if it was a stoppage, then I always felt that would be Anthony Yarde. But I didn't expect it to be so soon.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like latter round. To be fair, me too.
Yeah. But Yarde was amped up. He was fully charged, and he was very clear about his objectives and his desires.
Remember, Rafi, he just came off of a round 1 knockout, and Lyndon Arthur came off of a round 10 or 11 stoppage. From then, I was like, you don't got the power like that. You ain't.
Yeah. It was just, the better man won. I don't think there's anybody who can dispute that. The better man won. Yarde was devastating. He was destructive. He was a destructive force, and I was highly entertained. Lisa Bales, you seeing this? How you feeling? How you feeling? You seeing this? Seeing this, Lisa?
Yeah, I see it. I'm like, wow. Yeah, I heard about it. I was like, whoa.
Just put him right on his ass, and then he just got up. To be fair, he got up. He took the knee though, and I thought, but he got up in time. He got up on about the 9 count, but I don't know what the ref saw in his eyes, because I don't know, maybe the ref just saw something that he just didn't look all the way there. Because in you guys' opinion, did he beat the count? Because he did in mine.
I just think he didn't want it. Like, how many unanswered shots is it?
Yeah, it was too much. It was a flurry.
I think it's like a body knockout. So his head's there, but he can't fight because he's got no wind.
Yeah, the ref gauged it, because in my opinion, this is the mad thing. Sorry, just to be just bear talking, but this is the first time I spoke about this since it's happened to like adults. But in my opinion, and I said it on my commentary, there was a flurry once. AY let his hands go. Where the ref stopped it. Then I thought the ref should have stopped it probably about 5-6 seconds before that, when there was like the flurry, because it's like AY did like 3 sets of flurrying. and got him into the corner. He started to attack him. That was like, if you count all the punches in all those flurries, it was like a 20-hit combo.
It was.
Mm-hmm. No exaggeration.
No, because I started counting.
You see it? Yeah.
It was low.
So I thought the rest should have stopped it a bit earlier. And I was quite amazed that he allowed it to get to Lyndon getting dropped, because I thought it would have got stopped before him got. But hey ho, you know, the result is the result. He wasn't going to be able to win, to be honest.
Well, the ref gave him a chance. The ref gave him every chance, and Lyndon Arthur, he got to his knee. He was on his knee. He was on his knee from about 3 or 4 or 5, and he stayed down till 9. When everybody knows you got to get up for 8. If you want to continue, you got to get up for 8. I think Lyndon Arthur just knew he was finished. He couldn't take that. He couldn't take any more. Yeah, and there's no shame in that. There's no shame in that. He just couldn't take any more. He was up against a better guy.
Reeves got an absolute pace to.
That's right.
And nobody likes it to the body like that. That's horrible.
Yeah, it's horrible. And there was no press conference afterwards, was there?
Didn't they check him out in hospital? I think he's like he
did he have to go straight to hospital?
Knocked out. I'm not exactly sure. I'm sure the doctors had a good look at him. Just because you're not knocked out doesn't mean to say you haven't been beaten to a point where you can't fight on.
Yeah, so why didn't Anthony Yarde have a press conference though? He was fine. There was none afterwards.
I don't know. I went to bed after that fight.
Yeah,
I didn't even know there was no press conference.
But I watched the Daniel Dubois fight and then I went to bed.
Daniel Dubois?
Yeah, Daniel Dubois.
Yeah. Was he fighting?
Was it? There was some sort. Yeah, he fought some journeyman.
Daniel Dubois?
Unless that was some sort of rerun program they put on.
No, you must have watched a rerun.
Somebody had to stream. Somebody had to stream.
There was something running afterwards on the BT program.
Yeah.
With Daniel Dubois and some fat guy that he knocked out in 2 rounds.
Yeah, that was old.
Yeah.
That was in America.
I just went to bed after that anyway.
Yeah, that was in America. Okay. That was the fight in America.
Oh, that was the Jake Paul card, right?
Yeah, it was the Jake Paul card.
Yeah, the Jake Paul card. Yeah, the Jake Paul card. Yeah, links in the chat. I think I've just pinned it. Okay, so I don't know what else is there to say about this. Lisa Bales, you wanna have a final word on this?
I mean, you know, Yarde came. He wasn't playing no games. He wasn't working no overtime, and he came, seek and destroyed.
Mm-hmm. He came and he conquered, mate. And does that put him at the best of the 175ers?
No.
Who do you put above Yarde? Yeah, who do you put above? Do you put him above Joshua Boatsy?
They need to fight. That's the fight to make.
You don't put him above Boatsy. Do you put him above?
No. The best 175-pounder is Beterbiev right now.
Yeah. So he would. So Beterbiev, Bivol, and Anthony Yarde would not be mentioned in the same. Wouldn't be mentioned in the same breath. So would you Would you put Callum Smith?
Smith and Callum
the
Johnson.
one that just moved up from 68 to 75 from Canelo. Would you put him better than Yarde?
I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure yet because he's just moving up. Mm-hmm. So I can't really gauge right now where he's at. I know the first guy he was. Well, Boatsy, I think he's done a little bit more so far.
Yeah, he has.
But we got to see him in Yarde in the ring.
That would be a good fight. That would be a good fight.
So Smith, so is Callum Smith fighting Callum Johnson?
Yeah.
No,
and then the winner
isn't Johnson
fighting Joe. It's Joe.
He's fighting Joe.
And Callum Johnson.
Callum's fighting. Yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry.
Yeah. They're fighting, and then the winner of that is supposed to be Anthony Yarde. Is supposed to be fighting.
Yeah,
that's all a bit of that's Bob and Frank working together, but really,
There should be in between fights to that.
There's enough 175 pounders in the UK to have a really good decide who's actually the best in Britain.
Yeah.
Well, Frank has said that that's the fight he wants to make. Callum Smith versus Joe.
Yeah, I don't think they should throw Yarde right into that level. Joe. Yeah, I don't think they should throw him right in there.
That was my question. Should Yarde contest the domestic level for a while before going on to world level, or should he just take his opportunity again? Because this is the second world championship fight Yarde's going to be in. Let me go around the panel. Let me start with John.
No, I think they should decide. I think we should find out who's the actual best British 175 pounder, because there's a lot. There's that Richardson that fought Bivol. There's Callum Smith just moved up. There's Callum Johnson. There's another guy as well who's up and coming. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. There's a lot of 175 pounders in the UK. Yeah. And it'd be nice to know who's actually the best by them fighting each other.
So your Yarde's manager. Your Yarde's manager. You have the opportunity to keep him at domestic level or take him to world level to take that fight against
so my stance on this would be, if he cleans all the domestic out, he's got a better chance of actually beating the top people at world level because they've got the experience and got better. I think he'll be chucked in too soon, so he might make more money in the short term. But obviously, if you become world champion and defend your titles, that's more money in the long term.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're going domestic route and then world route. Let me go to Lisa Bales. Lisa Bales, you're his manager. How you gonna do this?
I would bring him up to the domestic level because we gotta understand he already got 2 losses. I mean, I'm not knocking him for that because I don't look at that, but he doesn't have a amateur pedigree, so it would be sensible to bring him up through the domestic levels and then see who's the best, and from there he can go on to fight the guys like Viterviev or Bivels, or he need to maybe fight a Craig Richards or like you guys said, or Boatsi. Yeah. He just fought Lyndon Arthur. That's a domestic, So that was a good start there, because those guys up there at 175 is no joke.
That's true.
Hey, fight doctor.
Okay. Lady Shan, you're his manager now. You're replacing Tunde. Talk to me.
Mm-hmm. I might probably keep him on a domestic for another couple of fights, or someone that's more fringe European. So maybe Craig Richards would be a good fight, because you've got Bivol and their Mano. They're on European fringe world level, so I don't think he'd fit in there just at the minute. But heading up to, I'd say a Craig Richards would be a good gauge to see where he is. Keep him there for a couple of fights and build him up, because remember, you've got to remember that Anthony Yarde has only had, I think, like 12 or 14 amateur fights. So you're going to have to build him slow, because he's already been fast-tracked and done very well. So you're going to have to now take your time and build him just a little bit slower. Not saying too slow, but just a little bit mindful. So I'd keep him on the domestic and make him meet the fringe of European. And I think the bridge that gap is Craig Richards. And then see where you go there. You could entirely, which he has, he's entirely skipped European, and when he went to Kovalev, that was world title, and look how well he did there before he got knackered and sparked out. So it's quite hard to where to gauge him, because he's in that he's gone to world level, not quite did it, but then we've seen him be beaten at domestic, but then we think that there's other European that are better than him. So it's a bit of a weird place where he's stuck. Do you know what I mean? So maybe just build him in domestic a couple more times and then move up from then, and then see how it goes after another 2 more higher class domestic fights.
Yes, build him up, and shout out to Tone. Every little helps, every little counts. So much appreciation. Okay. First things first, I know I got the Iron Kong going to come in. I'm gonna get to the Iron Kong in a second, but I'm kind of curious. About this guy. What is it? Punsh? What does that spell? Punch.
Oh yeah. Punch. Mm-hmm.
Punch.
He's another comment creator, another content creator, boxing content creator. Yeah.
It's the pigeon. It's the pigeon. I see it. Pigeon, hang tight, pigeon. I'll get to you in a second, pigeon. But in comes a man named the Iron Kong. Iron Kong. How you doing over there in St. Kitts, my friend?
Hey. It's all good, man. I mean, it's a bit, Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey.
I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear
what's up, Rafi?
Yeah, man, I'm good, Kong. I'm good. Talk to me, man. Talk to me.
I can hear you. Is there a delay?
I can hear you too. There's no delay. There's no problem on my end. You paid your Wi-Fi? You paid your Wi-Fi bill?
Yeah, I did pay my Wi-Fi, actually. It's a bit chilly here, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Yeah.
No. Delay. No, your Wi-Fi, I don't know where you are, but your Wi-Fi is not reaching down.
Iron Kong, you want to get your money back.
You want to get your money back for your Wi-Fi?
Get a refund.
That Wi-Fi, nah, make it. Yeah. It's not making it, mate.
Iron Kong, talk to me, my man. Talk to me. I want to hear what you got to say. Okay. Well, in the meantime, while Iron Kong's Wi-Fi gets regenerated, where's Punch?
Yo, what's going on, bro? Word up, bro.
Why have you got your name as Punch when Punch is in the hospital? It's so stupid. Get him off.
Nah, man. Listen, bro.
Everybody, change your name properly to who you're supposed to be. Stop coming with your foolishness, pigeon, every minute. I ain't got the tolerance like the others have. You know me. I ain't got the fucking tolerance with it.
I'll change it back, bro.
Yeah,
change it. There you go. It's changed.
The man's in hospital. He just come out of ITU. He's had a bad car crash.
Sorry, I didn't realize.
Yeah, it's really bad.
I didn't realize that was Ooze. I didn't realize that was Punch. But anyway.
Yeah. Carry on, bro. Ask away, bro.
What are you saying, Pigeon? You saw the fight last night?
Yeah, I saw everything last night. I was very impressed with Anthony Yarde. His whole approach to the fight as well. It was a bit more low key with Tundi this time.
Yeah.
I was very impressed with him. I just think like hopefully he's going to get a world title shot. Everybody's talking about the fight with Boatsi at the moment. I'm not really that fussed about them two fighting. Thornton Heath against where's he from? Hackney, that area. I'm not mashed up about that. All I want to see at the moment, I just want to see Anthony Yarde moved in the right direction. I want to see him pushed into a fight which is going to test him but not over test him, and then hopefully get a world title shot because he deserves a world title. He does. He went to Russia to fight Kovalev, and I thought that was I don't know what to think about that. I thought it was a very strange decision to take that fight. But he took it, so I got to have respect for that. We're going on about Canelo fighting Makabu now. Now, everybody knows that I'm Makabu's super fan. I love the guy. Well, you might not know, but some people know. I'm not really happy with him taking that fight. He should have been taking Beterbiev. And if Canelo would have took the Beterbiev fight, that would have gone down exactly like Conor McGregor against Khabib in the UFC, and Canelo would have got his ass handed to him in that fight. So you don't turn up at WBC conventions and start waffling on about you're going to fight this guy, and then Makabu just turns up from the blue, walks onto the stage. I just thought it was strange, and I'm just a normal old guy, like fucking whatever. But I don't want to see things going in a direction that aren't good. And I thought Anthony Yarde, I got a lot of respect for him. I was hating on him as well, which I feel a bit embarrassed about.
Yeah.
With the Lyndon Arthur fight, but he really dealt with Lyndon Arthur, and it wasn't an unfair stoppage. It wasn't I just put myself on my camera. It wasn't an unfair stoppage. It wasn't a bad decision. It was a great decision, and onwards and upwards for Anthony Yarde. I really like him. I hope he does well, and I hope Lyndon Arthur comes back as well, because I like him as well. So I like a lot of.
Where do you see Lyndon Arthur going after this? That was actually a thought. I didn't even think about that. Where does he go?
True. Then? I don't know. He's with Sonny Edwards and all them gang in it at the moment. So
yeah, but what level does he stay in? Does he stay domestic then? Is he, because he was Commonwealth and British? So does he stay at that level?
He's still domestic, isn't he? He's got to be domestic now, because he ain't going up to world level right now. Not on the back of that. So he's
Mans is still great. Like, he's still good, but it all depends.
He's firmly domestic level, but we got to see him against them other guys now. We got to see him against them other guys. We shouldn't act like he can't come back. We can't act like one last.
No, he just
has to nice fight Craig Richards too.
He could fight Craig Richards too.
Facts.
Yeah,
that's
and Boazzi too.
Yeah, yeah.
Boazzi would beat him. Oh, Boazzi beats him.
Yeah, I agree with Lady Chan.
I don't think Boazzi beats him like Yarde beat him though.
No, but Boazzi will outbox him. But Boazzi also does have power. I do still think Boazzi gets a stoppage on him. Doesn't go
100. Yeah, 100%. I agree with that as well.
Boazzi's got excellent power. He's got other shortcomings, but his power is very good.
Yeah.
Listen, that guy did all his training. He did most of it. Thornton Heath ran boxing clubs around them area. Them mans can box around there. So, like, Boazzi, I think he's Ghanaian, He's Ghanaian. He's got excellent skills. So, like, he's got good stamina. He's strong. He's got good legs. I've not seen a weakness from Boazzi yet. He reminds me a bit of Chris Eubank.
He's a bit stiff, and he gets hit in the face a bit too much.
Stiff. His defense could be a little better.
Yeah,
well,
he's all round. He's quite all rounded.
Taller than Anthony Yarde. He's 6'2", isn't he?
Yeah, he's taller than Anthony Yarde, and he's more Lyndon Arthur's height, but he just got more power. I just think he would beat.
He's
Lyndon.
more solid. He's like he's a funny shape, Boazzi.
Yeah.
Back when you look at him, he's strong. You can tell he's strong.
True. So we're gonna have to have a poll. We're gonna have to have a poll, and the question is, what next for Yarde?
How do you do the poll, Rafi? I've been trying to get mine done. I don't know how to do a poll when I'm on my lives.
I'm going to tell you in a second. What
Rafi's the expert at all this stuff. He's the expert.
I don't know how to do it.
I'm going to tell you in a second what next for Yarde. Domestic level or domestic level. Easy with the rappers, Lady Shan. Easy with the rappers.
Sorry.
Domestic, no worries. Domestic level, world level.
It's very exciting. It's exciting.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the what do you call it? The poll will be in the chat in a couple of seconds. 3, 2, 1, boom. Okay, what next for Yarde? Domestic level or world level? Let me explain to Shan how you do the poll. Okay, so on your YouTube page, when you're doing your live, you will see down by the super chat button, to the right of the super chat button, you'll see a little graph, little in a box, you know, 2, 3 little bars.
Yeah, the 3 bars for poll.
3 bars, yeah, and then boom, you press that, and then you got your poll. So you just fill in the poll, and then you
Okay, so, thank you, Rafi. So I've got to do it on my YouTube page when I open it up on delete. Thank you. Thanks.
No problem at all. You know, the Rafi's here to help and spread love and
You
wisdom.
are indeed.
Rafi, do you use a StreamYard or just YouTube?
I use StreamYard and another one. What's it called?
What's that other one that you use? I've seen you've been using.
Restream.
Restream.
That's a bit tricky for people to get on though. So, but it's got other benefits. It's yin and yang. It's yin and yang. Yeah, you take your pick. They both have
got their pros and cons.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Mondo. Okay. So get out of that. And let's move on. There was another fight over the weekend between Devon, Haney, and Jojo Diaz. Devon, Haney, and Jojo Diaz. Hold on, let me get this up here. Let's get this up so people can see what I'm talking about. Boom, boom. Boom. How does that look? Okay, that's acceptable. Okay. So versus
because me and Chan, you know, Lady Chan and me, we've both spoken. Like I don't know Lady Chan personally, but we've been in lives. We've spoken to Bill Haney many times. Many. Yeah.
Well, that's cool in the gang. That's cool.
Quite a lot. Yeah, quite a lot.
Bill Haney, that's the Haney senior. Yeah. So this fight here, I will say it exceeded my expectations. Yeah, it exceeded my expectations in terms of its entertainment value.
Yeah.
Haney himself, Devon Haney himself, doesn't always impress me, but he impressed me on this occasion. What I saw from Devon was that when he was in the corner and they was giving him, first thing I saw was what I didn't see from, what was the guy who fought Forrest over the last week? Forrest. Hunter. Yeah. What I saw from Haney is what I didn't see from Hunter. What I saw from Haney is he knew the correct foot positioning when you're fighting a southpaw. He was getting his outside, his front foot on the outside when he was attacking. He was doing it diligently. His footwork was very, very good for 75% of the time. I was very impressed with his footwork. And when he went back to his tournament, I heard his father, Bill, giving him tactical advice. And Devon was actually interacting with him, saying, well, if I do that, what if he does this? And then he said, well, then you do that. And so there was actually talking tactics in the corner. That to me that's great. That's great.
Anthony Joshua. Yeah, Rob McCracken.
Yeah, and Teofimo Senior. You know, there was actually having discussions on tactics, foot positioning. In the fight, in the corner, I was thoroughly impressed with the tactical know-how in the team. On the negative side, and Devon's hands were fast. He was using the jab. That to me was very, very entertaining. Boxing. Good to see boxers who actually know how to box. There's a lot of them out there aren't very impressive at all. So that was very, very good boxing. That's on the plus side. And he got in there too. He got in the mix. He got in the close range, fighting at close range, mid range, outside range. Great selection of punches. Very happy with that. The negative, he leaves his chin out there a little bit.
I was impressed. I thought everything about that fight was okay for him. He got tagged in the 11th round, but apart from that, he was sweet in the gang, man. He was sweet in the gang. I didn't really see anything that was a weakness, to be fair. It's just one of them things, you know what I mean?
Yeah, very impressive. Let me go to John D. Lee. John D. Lee, what did you see?
I've watched it today. I'm a bit depressed with the lightweight situation in America.
Okay.
So I'm hoping Kambosos will actually fight him. He's a lovely boxer. It's just a shame he hasn't got any power. But he's a nice boxer. But he gets hit. Devon gets hit a lot. He got clocked again, didn't he? Did he get clocked in the 12th?
He did, yeah. I think it's the 11th.
He
Might
got
be the
clocked towards the end.
11th is the 11th, I think. Yeah.
11th.
Yeah.
He won comfortably, and he's a nice boxer, but there's just no power at all. You never think he's going to get a knockout, do you?
Melanagi fists.
Let me just
everyone's calling him Devon Melanagi.
Let me just address something about the punch drunk. Yeah, he was in an accident. I heard he's been live on a live show. That is, he's done a live since.
Oh, has he done a live?
I think maybe he might have just said he. I heard that, but I think maybe it was just like, "Hi guys, I'm still in the hospital" type of live, but I'm no longer in ICU. Maybe that type of live, but not like back home live.
Yes,
yeah,
I get you. But
he's out of ICU.
He's past the worst, I think.
Yes, so far as what I've heard. Yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to clear that up. Okay, so John, I think you was finishing up. I think you're still speaking.
Yeah, you could still tighten up with his defense a little bit. But I'm hoping Kambosos will actually fight him, so we can get him true undisputed in that weight class, because it's been sick of all the diva activity that's going on there together.
The French fries belt, the French fries.
If I was Kambosos, I wouldn't jump into a Haney fight straight away. I'd do a couple other fights, maybe one other fight, make a bit of money off them belts. You don't want to be in that Buster Douglas. You don't want to be in that Buster Douglas like club. Like you don't.
I'd do a homecoming fight in Australia, make some cash, and Devon Haney towards the middle or the back end of next year. But
make some money.
Not back end of next year, like the. Back end of next year. I'm thinking 2022 already.
No, I'd do a homecoming fight like early next year.
And then another one in the summer.
Yeah, then fight Haney for all the marbles, but try and get it in Australia because there's a lot of money over there for him.
I would do two.
I think they'd back him if he lost anyway. I think you could carry on.
What I do is one voluntary, one title defense, one voluntary, then one title defense, and then a Haney. You make money out of all three of those fights.
Yeah.
What I'm saying, like a homecoming fight, because he can sell out a stadium in Australia. Kambosos can.
Be good to get big.
So he keeps saying he could sell out 80,000. So I don't know.
I think.
How comes he couldn't sell out 80,000 before then?
Yeah.
If he was that good, why wasn't he doing stadiums then?
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, but I think that's a bit exaggerated. 80,000. I really think for a Jordan. That would have to mean that you'd have to have some kind of fan base of like that before, and you didn't.
Yeah.
You think Devon is gonna still be able to make 135?
Nah.
He did say yesterday. Sissy said yesterday in his in their post in their post fight presser, he'd be looking to move up to 140.
Yeah. That was said. Yes, that said yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure he's going to do that well at 140.
Facts.
I think Australia eats him as breakfast.
Josh Taylor won't be there. Taylor will be at 47. He won't even be there.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Lisa, what was the question?
Yeah.
We're talking about.
No, I was saying.
We're talking about Haney. Talking about Haney's performance. How do you see it? Haney's performance. Diaz performance. Lisa. Okay?
I'm here. I thought it was a decent performance. I mean, I know I hear people giving him flack for it, but some people. But in all reality, like he's engaging more, whereas before he was more of a mover.
Yeah.
But I see he's starting to engage more, trying to be more fan friendly. Yeah.
He's trying to be more fan friendly. I see that. I truly believe that he's trying to entertain. He's trying to become more of an entertainer.
Right, but here's the thing, right? Sometimes you got to be who you are, because the fans are going to complain regardless. They complain when he was more fan friendly because they say, "Oh, he don't have enough power. He don't have enough this. He don't have enough that." He need to do what he was doing before,
Yeah.
and he wasn't getting hit at all, hardly.
Maybe a hybrid. Maybe a hybrid. A little bit for the fans. A little bit for him. Maybe a hybrid. Maybe getting the balance right. Maybe they're just trying to find that sweet spot. Looking for the sweet spot.
Yeah, could be. Yeah. But I mean, the performance was decent. I had it like maybe 8-4, definitely in favor of Haney. There was a few times he got to work on getting he's a sucker for that left hand, so he really got to work on that.
The chin needs to tuck.
Yeah, but he's a work in progress here.
Yes, that's a good point, Lady Shan. The performance.
I think I preferred the Linares fight was more exciting, but this fight was still a good fight for me. Like when I first started watching Devon Haney, I thought it was just so boring, so boring. Now I'm getting used to more of his style, and I think that the last two fights have shown, that, like you said, hybrid. I think he can do a bit of both, but don't listen to us because we're not the ones in the ring at the end of the day. Yeah. Just win how you win at the end of the day. And I said power you don't need power to be a champ. Like Paulie Malignaggi was a 2-weight world champ. At the end of the day, he had no power. There's lots of people. The guy that he was fighting yesterday, Diaz, he was ex-champ. He doesn't have much power either. So there's lots of examples throughout history of champions that had no power at the lesser weights. Yes. I just don't think I'm not sure. Like maybe he gets his man strength a little late because you remember how Shakur was. He had a little tiny bit of pop for his little thing, but nothing to write home about. And then all of a sudden, look what we saw him do between going from Nakatila to who did he fight? Herring. Yeah, Jamal. So look, do you know what I mean? So look at the difference within like a few months. It's like
you can find your power. You can find your power. You can find your power.
Yeah, so maybe Haney will.
Yeah, some people say you're born with power, but sometimes you can find power.
You can develop a little bit, but
Tommy Hearns didn't start off with power. That was learned. And look how far his power carried as well.
That's what I'm saying. See, so he might be a late bloomer then, mightn't he? Like that. Yeah, he might just be a late bloomer. And at the end of the day, if he doesn't be one of the most powerful, he is one of the most skillful out of his weight division. He's one of the purest boxers. He's quite technically sound in all areas. Could do better with some bits of defense, but a lot of fighters are like that. But he is good at defense due to being his footwork. He can move out the way. But I mean, when he's trading in the pocket, I feel that he gets, because he's not used to usually trading in the pocket. So I think his defense needs to get better there. But like you said, Rafi, his footwork was amazing. Didn't pose any problem of fighting the southpaw. Maybe a couple of rounds, a half of a round, I saw his foot come out of the outside and be on the inside. But he quickly adjusted it back. No complaints there. Yeah, I enjoyed the fight, to be fair, and I had him 9-3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had it. Hold on, where's my scorecard? I got it right here. Well, it's actually on the back of a Poundland receipt.
What? Back of a what?
I love Poundland. I go to Poundland and spend £100. It's ridiculous.
Oh shit!
Let me show the people. This is my scorecard. It's on the back of a Poundland receipt.
How many rounds did you give Diaz?
So there's the scorecard. It's pretty clear.
Oh,
118. I gave the 12th round. I gave the 12th round a draw, by the way.
Did you swing it?
Wow.
Yeah, I gave it a draw because people say that Diaz won that, but Diaz only won a portion. The greater portion.
Yeah, he didn't win that round.
The greater portion was won by Haney.
So therefore, just give Haney the round then, Ruffy.
Well, I got it 10-2. 10-2 to Haney.
You've answered it yourself.
Compromise. Sometimes I went hybrid. We've just been talking about hybrid. I did a hybrid on the scorecard.
I
did a hybrid on the scorecard.
Yeah, I just gave that. I gave that to Haney. I could see why some people was leaning towards, but I did give it to Haney in the end. But
totally agree. I totally agree.
It was. Haney clearly won. So yeah.
So I only gave Diaz like about what? How many rounds did I give him? 1, 2, 3. I gave him 3 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
3.
See it, and is that including round 12, Raphael?
Yeah, would have been. That was a draw. Okay, so I gave him 2 rounds and a drawing round in the 12th round. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I gave him 2 rounds and a draw in round 12. Yeah, so I gave him 2.5 rounds.
Yeah. 2, 3 rounds. Yeah, cool.
The performance, the actual. I think has everybody spoken on the performance? Because I want to move on to another element.
Yeah.
Now get Lady Chan's breakdown on the performance, man. Might as well just carry on, bro. Yeah, get the breakdown for the performance.
I think I did. Lady Chan, didn't you?
Have you done that?
Yeah. No, I said it.
Okay.
I said about his, his footwork looking good and being Okay. We can continue.
So the next element, what was it? It was on my mind. The next element. Damn. Oh, maybe it wasn't anything to do with Haney. Okay, so let me just check the poll. Can't even remember the question. So that's done. That's all and done. So 60% of people said Yarde should contest at the domestic level next. And 40% of people said he should go world level. Okay, so
Yarde's world level. That's just that. I don't know what these people are smoking, but Yarde's world level.
I think they're meaning that not just jump to world level in the next fight. That's all.
Yeah.
Not saying it's not world level. We're kind of build.
You build, building. We're building. So what would the poll be then? Haney, Kambosos. I don't even know if we need a poll because that's what people want to see. Who do you want to see? It's obvious.
I don't really care. Do you know what? I would rather, I know it sounds mad, I know it's for all the marbles, but I'd rather see like Haney v Tank and Haney v Tio and Haney v Garcia. Like them lot then, like, do you know what I mean? Because I really want to see who's the best out of that
I don't think they're going to fight though, Lady Sean.
No, I know. That's the sad thing about it.
I'm just so depressed about that division.
You don't think who's going to fight?
Tank's not allowed to cross network.
Let me just say this about Tank then, because I don't think I've ever discussed it. Tank ain't no super champion in any division. He's just he's a regular, two-time regular.
I know, but it's only because of Floyd won't let him fight.
He hasn't got any proper belts.
No.
He's been mollycoddled. We keep hearing about how young he is. He's 27. 27 years old. He's
27, 2 kids. You get me. You just had to
2 kids, 2 regular belts.
Yeah, 2 regular belts.
We don't talk about
being a free-weight champion.
I think that man's is a bit he's a bit bottified. Listen, all he's getting done is getting mashed up from fucking Baltimore. He's getting mollycoddled I gotta put my face on for this, bro. He's getting He's getting mollycoddled by Floyd. He's took him from Baltimore. He's getting mollycoddled by Floyd in Vegas. He's obviously on some sort of crazy trip with AB. Now he's got all this stuff that's going on at the moment where he's trying to get unified or get undisputed. I just personally think Tank Davis and that, listen, you need to be doing things that like people want to watch, and nobody wants to watch that, and I'm going to click on that.
Yeah, you're right, mate. Yeah, it's not up, but what I'm just saying, there's a pure excitement level. I'm more excited to see Haney against those ones that we've just mentioned. Then I don't get this massive thrill to see him and Kambosos. Okay, because of all the marbles. I
don't want to see that.
But it's not going to be a thrilling fight. They're both counter punchers. So
I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that.
No one, if anything, I think now I can actually see that Devon does have a good chin. I don't think Kambosos can still drop him because we saw him drop Tio.
Yeah, facts.
But I think that Kambosos has more power than Devon.
Yeah.
And he's not even deemed as a powerful boxer either, but I think he showed that he has a bit more power than what his stats show and what we've seen. So, you know, he's got more pop. He's a bit more explosive.
Yeah.
So that fight would be boring watching them two. It's going to be a snooze fest watching two solid counter punchers.
Who have you got tonight, Lady Chan, in the fight with Isaac Cruz against Tank?
That fight is such a joke. It's such a joke. I'm not paying for it. I don't even know if I'll stay up for it. But I've got obviously Tank's going to knock him out in. I said by round 4 the fight's done.
Yeah, I got money on that as well.
They may try to carry the fight because it's a pay-per-view.
That's true.
They may try to carry it, Lady Chan.
Maybe, but I don't know. I think he just wants to be explosive. End of the year, boom.
How much is that then? Is that a lot?
I don't know. How much is that for you guys out there, Lisa?
$80.
Oh,
$80. Lisa, you're not buying that, are you?
Serious?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
I never bought none of his pay-per-views. I would buy it if it's a competitive fight. Yeah. I bought Bud and Crawford. Bud and Porter.
That was a good fight.
I stopped buying Tank fights.
Talk to me about Tank, Lisa. Talk to me about Tank because I don't get it. The man's got 2 regular belts. I don't get it. You know, I don't understand.
You gotta understand. Tank is he's with Mayweather Promotions, so they are promoting him up to be a star. Is he an exciting fighter and a knockout artist? Yes, he is. Is he a good fighter? Yes, he is, and he has an amateur pedigree.
Yeah.
But it's just sad. I don't want to see his talent just corroding over there.
Yeah.
Because I think that he would give a lot of these guys the business.
Lisa been
he
saying
really is talented. Because Tank really has an amateur pedigree. He he started as a little child. So and he's a southpaw. So it's not like he doesn't have the talent. I saw his talent when he fought Pedraza. I got to see. I was like, this little kid is really pretty good. And he's fast. He's aggressive. But when you think of at 135, I think Devon has a better resume at 135 than Tank because there's nobody at 135 that was better than what's his name again? Oh, the guy that Linares. Linares was the guy at 135 at one time. So I think that
one of the hardest, biggest punchers in 35.
Yeah. And that's when I knew that Devon had a good chin. Right. So they moving Tank from weight division to weight division. So I just think it's like they're trying to move him with that blueprint, but
facts, Lisa.
But see, the thing is that Floyd, you can't move him. Floyd fought a lot of Hall of Famers.
Cazalo, who's the other guys? Corrales, all these guys, you know, they're all good.
He's for Hall of Famers.
Zab Jude. I've met Zab Jude. Zab Jude is a beast, man. That's unbelievable.
I'd love to get him.
So I don't understand it.
Nah, Lady Chan, you've met loads of boxers, ain't it?
Yeah, I have. I've been lucky to. But it'd be nice to have Zab Jude on, wouldn't it? Someone did.
Yeah, he's 27. He's 27 when Sugar Ray Leonard and Turns, they was 22 and 25.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They was 22, 25 fighting legacy fights. Come on.
Yeah.
That's it, Raphael. Sorry, the name that you were saying was the other 175er. Was it Shiraz, the one that fought? If you guys yeah. Sorry, I just saw Dominic Ingle come up complaining. Dan Aziz. Aziz. That's it. That's it. Sorry.
You knocked out Jose Burton.
Yeah.
No. Okay, there was Dan Aziz. Sorry, this is not. I was talking about Dominic Ingle. Yeah, it's Dan Aziz. That's it. And he knocked out the Hosea guy. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, Jose Burton.
You're talking about.
I didn't watch it though. Yeah, light heavyweight. Sorry, I'll just flick that back.
Yeah, there's loads. If you actually look at the British domestic light heavyweights, there's loads of fights to be had there. There's Dan Aziz, there's Richards, there's Buatsi, Callum Johnson, and Callum Smith. It's like they could make a lot of money out of that round robin.
Out of that, like a little
There's
tournament,
loads
everyone
of
fight
fights
each other.
Yeah, that's what I want to see because it's exciting. It'd be exciting.
Yeah. Sorry, just to throw it back there, Rafi. Yeah. Sorry.
It's okay. I haven't lost my train of thought.
Yeah.
I keep trying to talk about tanks, seeing as we've got a platform to talk about it, because all this power that he's supposed to have, he's always dragging people up to knock them out. Always.
But Loma did that as well.
Mickey Mouse belt. And Lisa's right. He had a good win against Pedraza, and he had a good amateur career, and he squandered it. They've squandered his whole talent by keeping him inactive, letting him be ill-disciplined, blowing up in weight, messing around with weight all over the place. How many times has Tank blown weight?
In between fights, he has no discipline as well, so he goes. He's massive in between fights.
I think his career's all right. I think his career's okay because it's not too bad. He's
underachieved. He's underachieved. There's so much more that he could have done.
I sort of disagree to a certain degree.
Express yourself. Express yourself.
I just think like his whole career, isn't he young? What is he, 26 still? 27?
27 now. It's not that young. It's not. But it's not.
There's loads of years left, man. It's all right. It's fine. Like, how many defenses has he had of titles? Was about 7 or 8, 10 now, isn't it?
How many did he defend with them? Was the Santa Cruz a title defense?
I think it was,
Santa Cruz's title defense.
Yeah. I'm not a big Tank hater, to be honest. I'm not a big Tank hater.
I'm not a Tank hater.
I don't know. No, neither am I. I just don't think
what I'm saying is that they're stifling him. They've stifled him. They kept him as a regular. I mean, he's only a regular champion. It's ridiculous to me. I mean, you know.
They don't care, though, Rafi. They don't care. You didn't see the video. Tank said he don't care about them belts.
He's not in it for no form of legacy at all. Like, just make a bit of money. Yeah, that's a shame. That's why, really, they're wasting his career. And what's going to happen when he dips out? He's going to regret it, you know?
It's, like, really difficult for me because he comes from Baltimore, and, like, where I come from is a bit similar to that. It's a bit shit.
Bolton? You from Bolton?
I'm from Birmingham.
Yeah,
so it's not bad.
Why did you say Birmingham and Baltimore the same, then? Because of the dramas that can happen sometimes.
Bolton's not. Nah, but Bolton. Listen, I could fit Bolton into my road. More people live on my road than the whole of Bolton, so let's forget about Bolton. But anyway,
I mean Baltimore, not Bolton.
Baltimore, Baltimore's a big city. But Baltimore's a big city. But I got a lot of respect for Tank, and I think his career is going to go very well. I'm not going to be one of these guys who's just going to hate on him. So yeah,
I'm losing respect for him. I've lost respect. I was just going to be nice and say I was losing, but I've lost. I've lost all respect for him. I don't support any of the fights anymore financially unless it's going to be any type of fight that creates legacy or makes sense. That's a great fight.
But like, Floyd's not going to do that. Floyd's not going to put him in that.
I'm not going to be. I will follow his career, obviously, but I won't support it financially.
I hear you. I hear that.
I gotta be honest. If I was a local boxer in the UK, like I used to box years ago, but if I was a local boxer in the UK now, I wouldn't join a UK promoter. I'd go into American promoters. I'd get the age of 15. I'd get on a plane and go straight there, man.
Who would you sign with?
I'd sign with Al Heyman.
Oh God. That's the worst.
Pigeons on that bird feed.
I think you know where I'd go?
Pigeons on the contaminated
Pigeons on the bird feed, for real. That's crazy. Where would I go then?
I'm being honest.
Would I go just as a at least being honest, as a fighter with any
as a lady boxer? You don't
No. I'm not. I can't think I'm not thinking as it as a lady boxer.
Siding with them
Because
over there.
if we're doing lady boxers and then you got to sign to a US promoter, there's none. The best places to be is either Sky or Matchroom. But I'm just saying, if I was a guy, right, and I wanted to get signed on a US promotion, which would be the best fit for me? As a guy, probably as a prospect, Top Rank are great at grooming the prospects and turning them into, people that we all recognise today. But then, when you watch the blueprint, it always goes sour. So it always goes sour.
Not really.
You either get shelved, sued. Yeah, there's shelved. You get shelved, or there's lawsuits.
Yep.
or you have to buy yourself out of
Yo,
contracts
Queen,
that
yo,
cost
what's it? What's it? Listen, Keyshawn's been signed with Keyshawn Queen has been signed with what is it, Top Rank?
Yeah, but that's like the beginning of his career. That's what I'm saying. It's
but
always
Bud's
like
still
that.
there.
No, Bud's left now. Bud left.
Bud's gone.
Bud's gone.
Yeah, but he got undisputed through what's his face? He got undisputed through.
At 140, and that's when he's with Bob.
Nah, everything went south with Heyman.
Bob has had Andy Ruiz. Bob has had Manny Pacquiao. Bob has had who else is with Top Rank? So he's got Tyson Fury. He's got Tyson Fury. He had Terence Crawford. He didn't really have any of the welters, so it wasn't really a great thing for Crawford to be around there because they're all at like Pete.
I used to hate.
What I'm saying is,
fall back, Pigeon. Fall back.
Sorry, bro.
But for what Bob's done, this is what I'm saying. At the beginning of your career, usually, or beginning to middle of your career, Bob is really good at giving you where you need to be and where you got to go, and paying you okay. But as I'm saying, just when you look at all the fighters that he has had, there's been lawsuits. You can see the Terence Crawford thing. There's disrespect. There's what looks like sometimes that could be deemed as racism. It's systemic. It looks a bit mad, but if I knew all of that going into looking for a promoter, I wouldn't pick Bob. But if I didn't know that, or that half of it, I would pick Bob because he is the best that cultivates and grooms stars. That would just be my answer.
Very interesting. Very, very interesting.
Let me go around the table. John D. Lee. John, you okay?
Hey, wake up.
Raphael.
There he is.
I missed the question.
I thought there was some whistling in my ear, and now everything's gone perfectly quiet. It's like studio quality. What the hell's going on? Okay, so it's not even really a question that I want to go into, to be honest. It's just this Pigeon said if he was a kid turning pro now, he'd go to America. What would you do? America or UK? Who would you go with?
What, promoter wise?
Yeah. You're a boxer right now. You're a prospect. You're turning pro. You had a good amateur career. Now you're turning pro. Who are you going with?
It's Poison Chalice over there.
Yeah. You don't have to go over there. You can stay over here.
Stay here.
Yeah. Stay here. Pigeon, you're making a mistake, mate. You're making a mistake. The boxing's
I'm going to Al Heyman. Oh,
you're PBC guys. You're one of them PBC guys. Okay.
No, I don't like PBC, but I'd rather go over there. I don't like PBC.
Well, you want to go with Al Heyman? Well, Al Heyman is PBC.
He is PBC.
We all know that, but I'm the sort of guy who'd end up drunk like Scott Fitzgerald, and I would rather be in America. They could have more control over me over there.
Okay.
Really?
I got more padded cells over here.
Maybe.
They will keep a hand on.
You got more.
You think that? No, love. If you go America and you want to be drunk and disorderly, no. You go to the pits. England will rein you in a little bit more. Yeah. In America, man. You get lost. You get lost in the system. Are you crazy?
No. I disagree, man. I disagree. It's too much temptation, bro.
The UK's tighter. Yeah, the UK's way tighter.
You're gonna be a wino.
If you did that, I'll be a wino on the streets in the US. No, it's that's crazy. You'd be lost. We wouldn't find you again. At least in the UK, it's a bit tighter. It can't just run like that. You know how it goes, Pigeon.
You're gonna end
listen, I'm gonna go all out. Listen, if I got that talent, bro, that talent.
You're gonna end up
I'm gonna go
next top drunk
in San Francisco.
There you go. I'm gonna go all out.
In the streets of San Francisco with Carl Malden.
He wants to be America's top drunk.
He's gonna end up on the streets of San Francisco.
That won't work.
On the streets of San Francisco with Carl Malden.
He knows, Rafi, he knows being like that in the States, he would be lost. It's easier to be all right in the UK with that. They'd lose you. We wouldn't find you again, Pigeon, if you chose to do that.
Again, but anyway, enough about welfare. Enough about Pigeon's welfare. You care about your pigeon. You care about
or lack
thereof.
Relax, bro. Relax.
I'm worried about your pigeon. I'm worried about you. I don't want you to
I came here to discuss boxing.
I don't want you to be a wino in San Francisco, Pigeon. I care about you, brother. Just stick to your pigeon coop. Stick to your pigeon coop in the UK.
Exactly. That's all we're saying. Exactly.
Okay, but listen, I've got to talk about before we go to Jessica McCaskill. Before we go to anyway, Jessica McCaskill and what's his name, Money Love or whatever his name is. Before we do that, I want to talk about the Michael Hunter fight. The Michael Hunter against Jerry Forrest.
I didn't watch it, so don't go to me.
I didn't watch it. I haven't watched it
yet, Raph.
I'm
going, and it's on my list to watch from last night, and I forgot.
Well,
I listened to Jono did the commentary.
I watched Boxing Beats and Rhymes do his commentary about it, the post fight, and it was so I know what's happened in the fight. Yeah, kind of just because of Beats.
You get little snippets here. If you haven't seen the fight, go watch that video.
I don't mind. Yeah, it's on. I don't mind you playing snippets.
Yeah, so there's little snippets here.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Holy shit! I know what's coming here.
I heard Forrest actually really won, but they gifted Hunter a bloody draw.
He did win as far as my scorecard.
Michael Hunter's gone down. I can comment. He's gone down. This is what happens when you ain't got it for real. No one behind you. You fell out with Eddie Hearn since he didn't want to renew any contract or whatever. You're out in the wilderness. When he tried to retrieve you back and give you like maybe a possible go back last year, I think something to do. You started to. Eddie. Oh no! What happened is Eddie actually won the bid. What happened is what you did. You didn't want to fight Ergovic, and then you made up this big bloody story. Did like a 10-channel promo tour, which one of them was mine with the script of lying that you ducked. You ducked Ergovic, and you wanted to go to Triller because they offering you a free fight deal. Well, that free fight deal, you got one more left. It's all bums. That you fought, and then afterwards you're going to be in the wilderness. Yeah, so
you said this on the Boxing Voice as well, didn't you?
Yes, I think they all shot me down and all told me I was chatting shit. That Jerry Forrest is not a step down fight, like he's some fucking A-class world class or elite heavyweight. I said, bros, you lot can say whatever you want to say. It's a step down. So I don't.
I remember that show. I remember that as well, yeah.
Yeah, they always try. They do that. They do that. They try to shoot me down when they know it's a fact. Oh, she don't know American boxing. That's what. I just watched the program, and that's what I just heard them say. Oh, Shan doesn't know American boxing because I said that Jerry Forrest was a tune-up. I said no, he wasn't. A cherry pick.
Yeah, it was true.
I didn't say that. It wasn't a cherry pick as such. That's just the level of competition that to fulfill Hunter's deal. It didn't mean that he had to fight elite or anyone that would stretch his what he's learned, like his capabilities. No. It's just free fight deals. We can get you Lady Shan if you want to knock her out, and she'll as long as she wants to be there, then we make those fights. You're fulfilling our contract. It's a joke thing, and he's failed. and that's the level that you're even getting a draw. This was a guy that, in my opinion, I thought it was mad close. That I gave him the edge with the Povetkin fight.
Wow.
Yeah, I gave him the edge. Like, I gave him slightly winning that, you know.
I think I had the same as well.
Yeah, this is the guy that lost to Alexander Usyk. This is a guy, you know, the level of who he was fighting, and was matching. This is a fall from grace. So anywhere I go and I say this, and people tell me I don't know what I'm talking about because Jerry Forrest isn't a step down. They don't know fucking shit about boxing.
Madam. Yes, madam. 100%. Yes, madam. Yes.
John,
Yes.
Lee, did you watch this one, John? Did you catch this one, John?
I think his connection's bad.
You know what, Lady Chan? That's because they don't put people like Usyk and Povetkin on the level. Right. That's why.
It's ridiculous, and no disrespect. It's always the Americans. It's the Americans that think like this. Where we're from, we know the caliber of Eastern European, Ukrainian, and Russian boxers that have got like 400 amateur fights deep before they even turn pro. 10, 12 years before they're turning pro. We know these Olympians. They're
already pro when they become pro.
They're already pro. They're already elite by the time they turn pro. And then I go over to these shows and I get told that Povetkin is nobody in that. Your favorite fighter. Your favourite fighter ducked Povetkin, like, with all the whole things. Like, your favourite fighter hasn't even fought Povetkin. Do you know what I mean? Like, so, they don't know nothing about boxing. I
just have a different agenda on things. I need to put my camera on for this as well. I just basically think that the British Empire, in terms of what it's had in terms of influence over the world, all these countries, Jamaica, the Far East, the Middle East, the Close East, everywhere on the planet was under the British flag. Now, listen, if you come to the UK, you come to this country, you go to any big city, what people are you going to see? They're going to be either white, Jamaican, or Asian. Why has there not been I'm a bit pissed off now. Why has there not been investment from my government? They got nuclear weapons all over the planet, You got to invest in anything. Invest in anything. Why have you not invested in sports in Jamaica? Why have you not invested in sports in India?
Listen, it's a capitalist.
Or Africa.
Oh, live in a capitalist society.
Why have you not done that?
Because everyone that they sign is either from Jamaica, Africa, or Asia. So why don't you support these countries before? Because this is who you're employing.
There you go. There you go.
So why aren't you cultivating it? But every time you want to go and take teeth things, but you don't want to build things.
I'm the biggest troll on the internet, but when you get my face on, the biggest troll on the internet, but when you get my face on and you discuss with me as a man, as a person, listen. These people been fucking taking the piss for years.
Easy with the language.
Sorry.
But listen, let me just break that down. Let me just break that down and keep it real simple. Listen, you live in a capitalist society. It ain't nothing.
Yeah, and it
ain't something for nothing. It ain't something for nothing. That's not how society works. You know what I'm saying? It would be nice. Listen, if society worked that way, then history would look a hell of a lot different.
What?
If society worked in the way which you just outlined, Pigeon, history would look a hell of a lot different.
It's quite depressing.
So because history doesn't look different, that's just a demonstration that societies don't work the way you outlined. It's a shame. It would be great. It'd be great, but it ain't that way. So let us.
So basically, I'm just flying in the wind.
And you know what? I'm gonna keep it a buck, y'all. For all them UK fans that turned on Joshua, right?
Yeah.
Here's the real deal. When the country didn't put the money behind boxing, he did.
He's a very nice man.
He put millions of dollars on it last year to allocate the funds out to help boxing amateur boxing still going. So for them fans, all them Tyson Fury bands, they can go blank their mother.
Well, but basically that guy didn't win the original fight. He was on drugs.
I got that from somebody I know.
He was on drugs the original fight, Tyson Fury. So that's it. The guy was a cheat originally.
So I just want to get back on track, back on.
Sorry, we went off course. Still, you know. Jump back in, Rafi. Jump back in.
I got my hand on the rudder. So
we have to jump back in. Jump back in.
I got my hand on the rudder.
Shit.
Only
I say. So we was talking about Michael Hunter. I'll help you. I was helping you bring it back, Rafi.
I want to talk about Michael Hunter here. Michael Hunter's performance against the Southpaw was very different to Devon Haney's performance. If you look at the foot positioning here for a couple of seconds, if you can see him, he was all at sea. He wasn't observing the rules, the conventional rules of how to fight the Southpaw. Half of the time, his foot was dead bang in the center. Look at that. Look where his foot is. Dead bang in the center. He wasn't
dead out.
He wasn't observing the rules. So, as a result of which, Jerry Forrest is basically having his way with Hunter.
Jerry Forrest.
I'm muting because I'm dying.
Basically having his way with Hunter. Look at the foot positioning. Look at the foot positioning.
That's not feet. That's not feet.
Rafi, stop saying it. Rafi's like, look at the foot.
Michael don't looking good.
Look at the foot. He don't look in good nick. That's what. Wait, that's it. Oh, this is what Big said. Big said he did some. Guys, did he do something where he looked like he was vomiting and it's making vomit sounds?
At the end of the 6th round, he looked like he was throwing up at the end of the 6th round in the corner. Now,
that's not to be laughed about. That's not to be laughed about.
That's why I don't. Sometimes that's why I don't want to laugh, because you can laugh at someone and the next day hear that them drop dead. Isn't it? Like, but at the end of the day, fam, you come in the public, you will get criticised like that. If you're not well, buddy, you're not well. Like, you didn't have to brock your neck to take this fight if you're not well. It's not like it's some world title.
Yeah, it was throwing up.
You're right. You're right.
He didn't look well at all. And the thing is that his foot, that doesn't explain his poor foot positioning.
Yeah, because I'm not making it no more. He's gone down, Rafi. That's what I'm saying.
Like he didn't know the fundamentals, the footwork fundamentals. I was just looking at the feet and he was all wrong. He was all wrong, and he kept on, as a result of which, he kept on getting punched up by Jerry Forrest. Jerry Forrest was punching him up.
Yeah, Jerry Forrest, he fought the Zhang or whatever. That's what I saw. I saw him fight Carlos Takam. Like, these are like C plus level fighters. Like, this guy's a C plus level fighter, Rafi. Like, Michael Hunter shouldn't be having problems with him.
Well, the thing is, Forrest, he drew with Zhilei Zhang, and he's now drawn.
Hasn't Hunter fought?
And he just drawn Wade. He just drawn Wade with who's the guy? Zhilei Zhang. Oh yeah, now this one's a draw as well with Hunter. They gave him. Okay, so he went Carlos Takam. No, because he lost from Carlos Takam. He lost Carlos Takam, then came for Zhilei Zhang. Drawed with him, and then this one now.
Hunter. So I think he's better than.
Didn't Hunter fight him at cruiserweight or whatever?
Yeah, Hunter beat
who?
Yeah, Hunter beat him in the past.
It's a rematch.
It's a rematch. Yeah.
Oh, is this a rematch?
Yeah.
Oh yes. Hunter, yeah, you're right. Hunter fought this geezer at cruiserweight. So ain't they? What isn't it like? What was the outcome? It wasn't it? Was it a draw? Hunter won. Yeah, so they wanted to do another thing, but that's a different weight class, dog. Like,
but that's how far he slipped.
Yes.
That's sad.
So out of shape.
That's sad. It's sad.
Yeah, that is sad.
It's sad.
Yeah,
he's fighting to pay the rent. You can clearly see it.
Yeah.
And he thought he was making a power move going back with Triller. And so you've cut off all business ties now, because Eddie Hearn's never going to deal with you again, ever. And none of your American compadres are going to clamber to sign you.
Well, he was supposed to fight Hrgovic and he went missing.
Yes, because he
ducked.
Fight
Hrgovic for free.
Yes, he did all of this
Ergovic
shit.
didn't look too good either.
Ergovic looked like a pile of shit too. I mean, sorry, a pile of rubbish too. Yeah, he did as well. He did. For real. For real, he did. He looked trash.
If he'd have beaten Hergovic, he would have been the IBF
joke
Mando.
business. Yeah, joke. This is what I'm saying.
The
Boxing's a
IBF,
joke business. Yeah, the IBF. But what I'm saying is, John, they went down like 10 different people. Andy Ruiz, Luis Ortiz, they all turned it down. Everybody turned it down. Michael Hunter went to a purse bid, wanted to get more money, and then went to a purse bid, and there was only one person that bidded, and that was Eddie. And Eddie bidded it for him, and then Michael Hunter was like, "No, actually, I don't want to do the fight with you." Pulls out.
Yeah.
And goes to Triller.
He more money with Triller.
In Triller, yeah. Then he did. Then he fought on. Even though IBF is a title fight,
the IBF Mando
that you can put. Yeah.
The IBF Mando.
You put yourself in position. Yes, this is what I'm saying. So obviously he's in this for money and not really power moves. So when he's there talking about Anthony Joshua's not that great a boxer or whatever, he thinks he could beat Anthony Joshua. What? Where? When? How?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not
be quiet. Yeah, be quiet, because you're sounding stupid, Hunter. Because look what we're looking at, and we're discussing you. This is the most you've been discussed in your career, and it's not even because how good you look. It's because you look rubbish.
Hunter's a punk. Hunter's a punk.
Hold on, let John.
Usyk? How would he fare against Usyk on this performance? A much better.
Nothing. Don't bring me out to my granny's Jamaican.
Not very good.
It's crazy. My granny would say, yeah, nothing. There's nothing that's looking good. Nothing.
Yeah.
He couldn't even chat to Usyk's little toe.
Are we being too hard on Hunter?
No, we're not. No, we ain't got time no more. Time's something that we can't get back, Raphael.
He had a very competitive fight with Usyk at cruiserweight.
That's his business.
Look how far he's slipped.
And look how this is why we're talking about him. Because Raphael, he went from elite. He beat Usyk.
So he slipped down the ladder a little bit. Are we saying that he can't climb back up the ladder? Is that what we're saying?
I don't know.
One thing he does need to
He said he would be willing to train AJ to beat Usyk. Did you see that video?
Yeah. Remember when he said that? He said
he needs to sort his discipline out. Look at his belly.
Bruh, that's what he says. And he's always been bad build though. He's never been the best build geezer. But I mean, he could have shred a little bit. But this is what I'm saying. Something is clearly not right.
Are we saying he can't? Hold on. First and foremost,
no, he can't. He can't, Rafi. No.
First and foremost, you got to say shout out to the Aaron Daly. Fantastic show as per usual. Great panel. Okay, much appreciation for that, Aaron Daly. Much appreciation for that. That goes in the kitty. So if I need to fly out anywhere, all of these contributions count. Every penny counts. So much appreciation for that. And what I'm saying is that he can climb back.
Can he come back? You're saying?
Well, I'm saying he can climb back. I'm saying he can climb back up, but Shizzle, that's the change. I didn't see Hasim Rahman in his corner.
Rahman's not there.
I didn't see Rahman in his corner. So
Rahman
I don't know.
hasn't been in his corner for a minute now.
Rahman needs to come back. You know what I'm saying? Rahman needs to come back.
Rahman
fought out the damn shit. We need to lose some. We need to lose some spare tires up in there.
Yeah, we need to. Yeah. Rafi, I forget how young Michael Hunter is because I just had to look at his box rec because he presents himself as so old. He's only 33.
33, yeah. Still got.
He could. I mean, he could do a build back, meaning it's young enough to build back.
Yes.
To a degree. I'm not saying but to a degree. I thought he was like 35, 36 because there's way how he looks.
Yeah.
Not taking care of himself.
He's not in good shape at all.
No,
I could tell.
He's not taking care of himself. Sorry.
No. And worse than that.
Doing that is what ages you. Doing that is what ages you.
He took some nasty shots to the head.
Yeah.
Yeah, but and also, but you know what? I forgot. His father died, and his father was his main coach.
No, his father died years ago.
Yeah.
Years and years.
Years and years.
So why was he
His
saying it?
father
Like
was
his
a
dad...
boxer.
Yeah, but I thought his dad died. What? Not in the last couple of years. 3, 4
he was a kid. He was a kid when he died. Hunter was a kid.
Really?
When he died.
But
Yeah.
when his dad is coach?
No, not really. His dad was a boxer.
I know
So
nothing about it.
And no, because what I know
wasn't
about
he the original
Hunter,
bounty
his
hunter?
dad was his coach. His dad showed him how to fight that awkward way, because when he came on my show, that's what he's talking about. He's like, that's the only way that he knows how to fight, because he got it from his dad.
Have you had him on there then, Chad?
so
Michael Hunter?
Yeah,
Had him on your show?
Yeah, I have.
That's just mad.
He's talking about his childhood.
That's mad.
Okay, no, but we were talking about. I'll have to rewatch the interview, but we were talking about like literally like it was more current, and he said like maybe people don't get him, but I just
That's
assumed
just
it was
amazing.
current. Okay.
No, he was talking about his childhood. Talking about his childhood. He actually died in the incident with the police. His father got.
I don't know anything about him.
Yeah, but his dad got murdered.
His father was incident with the police. His father was a little bit. Father was a little bit out there. I don't want to be disrespectful or anything, but just saying, his dad was a little bit out there towards the end.
I'm just trying to find a way of why the slide. That's all. So that one's out of the way. I just thought like his father died recently.
Nah, I'm hoping he can come back. He can come back.
Yeah, but he has to drop. He has to drop. Yeah, he has to drop every minute. Pre and Anthony Joshua have got things to say about Joshua and Hearn, and they've never said anything bad about him.
He said he would be too sick. He said he would be too sick, and I watched this fight, and he has got no clue. Well, in this fight, he's got no clue about how to fight himself. But yeah, he fought Usyk and did very well originally, Cruiser.
So with this fight, Rafi, did you say that Michael Hunter really truly lost this fight?
Yeah, he got battered. He got battered.
I had his face was swollen up really bad.
Yeah, lumped up. He got battered.
But look at the state of him, Rafi. Look how he's moving.
I not watched this fight. I not watched it.
He's sad. He's sad because he's got more talent than that.
Look where his foot
is.
This is
what happens when talent doesn't work?
On the outside, fam.
Say that again.
He took wrong pass.
Shit.
What happens when talent doesn't work?
This is what happens. You look like Michael Hunter.
Exactly.
Yeah. You end up like this.
You know what
Talent is only a small percentage of the equation. Talent is only what did they say?
Hunter, fam.
And it looks like hard work left a long time ago.
Bruv.
Yeah, man's got beat up. Obviously, I don't even know. But
do you know what? Because Michael Hunter, good boxer, great. He came from Olympic. Can't take anything away from the dude. Cruiser.
Wow, you know everything about him. But everything.
At the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, he hasn't continued what he's supposed to have done, and I think a part of it is his ego. He had a bit of an ego, an inflated ego within himself. That is what Eddie Hearn saw. He was an underachiever with an ego, so he couldn't deal with it.
Who's Hunter?
So he couldn't deal with it. So in the end, he didn't have any leverage. He didn't have any markability, even though he was a good boxer. But because of his underachieving, but nonchalant, because he's got an ego, Eddie Hearn couldn't deal with him. So
who's Hunter with?
You're a liability. No one. He's with no one, and he's floated. Ever since then, really, he's just not ever. So when the Triller deal came, he probably jumped for joy and thought, "Yeah, I'm back. Like, look, I can get a." And it's just bad choices equal this what we're seeing now.
Bad choices indeed.
Wow.
Bad choices indeed. Getting punched up. 10% inspiration, 90% perspiration. That's the equation. But if you don't put in the perspiration, you're going to get battered. Split decision draw, that's what they gave it. But really and truly, I call the video lucky. For all those who haven't checked out the video yet, I do a breakdown on what Hunter was doing wrong. And he was lucky to get a draw there. He got, watch that video because he got battered.
I didn't know you had one. Yeah.
He got battered.
Raph, I've got to get off.
Yeah, John, I appreciate
it.
Bye,
Yeah.
John.
Bye, John.
See you later.
Have a good evening.
Have a good Sunday.
Appreciate you coming on. That's the John Daly. He's got an early morning in the morning.
So you've got a video of breaking this down. I've had the fight on my thing to say to watch it, and I just keep something keeps just making me not even bother.
12-round fight, so I just condensed it down to 7 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
It was a draw, wasn't it?
Condense it down. So
12 rounds of that.
12 rounds of this Chiznik.
That's torture. That's torture.
I didn't think I'd make it through. But Raphael had to bite down.
That's horrible.
And get through
the gum shield.
To bite down on my gum shield to get through this. I was just astounded that I was astounded the Hunter, a guy who had previously fought Usyk and did very well against him, seemed to have no clue about the foot positioning, fighting a southpaw. It's crazy. Did he even train for this?
This is what I'm saying. I don't know if he trained Rafi. All signs are pointing to that still.
It didn't look like he trained hard for this at all. Just went through the motion.
Raining cramping.
That's sad. And that's when you know it's gone to sad and pitiful. And you're asking, can he come back? How does he come back then? Rafi, you're Michael Hunter's manager. How would you try and get him to come back?
Have to start training again. Get him in proper training camps with proper trainers and proper sparring partners. But he's gonna have to want it. Michael Hunter is gonna have to want it. You can't put something into somebody that ain't there.
Nobody's signing him though.
Right there. Yeah, he's got some.
He probably wouldn't be signed off to a promo company though, would he? Now trying to get him back, he'd have his manager just about.
Yeah. He's got some little promo deal, but I think it's flexible. You know what I'm saying? I think he's keeping himself flexible. What happened there? Yeah, Pigeon. Thanks, Pigeon. Much appreciated. Pigeon sent me a private message there. Appreciate your participation.
Pigeon.
So
thanks, Pidge.
Thanks, Pidge. So let me drop that down and coming to the end now.
And then there were three. So Jessica Mccaskill. I gotta talk about Jessica Mccaskill, about what's her name? Candy Crush Wyatt. Wyatt. I gotta say about Mccaskill, she seems, I don't know if she models herself after the female Mike Tyson or something like that, but she seems terribly flat-footed. She takes too many shots. It was awful, Rafi. It was awful. I was just not impressed. It was awful. She came in not tight in her own body. It was just excessive weight because she fights at. She can get that. She fight at Katie Taylor. I think at 140. Katie Taylor went up from 35 to 40 to fight her, and she come down to 40. I've seen her at 40. She looks much better. She didn't have any technique, flat-footed, took loads of punches, no defense, no technique, no style, no pattern, no nothing. I didn't see anything that made me think, when I put her next to Katie Taylor, two different people. When I put her next to Savannah Marshall, whether we like them or not, two different type of that's now what women of boxing has evolved to. The Savannah Marshall to Kate Taylor. See that there? What I saw, that reminds me of old school, how women boxers had to just come in and it's just throw two tub, no technique, no nothing, no establishment of a jab, just nothing, just anything, free for all. That's what I saw. Sorry.
I don't know. I expected more.
Awful.
From her. I expected at least basic good fundamentals. But
no fundamentals. There was there, Rafi.
Awful. It was swinging. It was kind of tit-for-tat to me. No pun intended, Lady Shamble, was tit-for-tat.
Right. It was horrid.
Yeah.
No, it was. Yeah. No, it was bad, and like this is supposed to be like high quality, like women's boxing at the minute.
That was not a good advert for women's boxing.
No, it wasn't. It was horrible. Like you said, Rafi, flat-footed.
Flat-footed. I don't know.
No balls of no feet.
She looked like. Where's the double jab?
There was no double jab. There weren't nothing. She walked into shots. The other good woman had a better technique than her. Her opponent is just her opponent weren't better than like her opponent was a bit fresher than she was only like 10 and something that opponent that she was fighting. Mccaskill's, do you understand the difference? But yeah, she was. I think that woman's only 10 or 9 or something that she fights. But her technique and her form was way better. I
agree.
Mccaskill looked like she was just like, dropped her kids off to the babysitter, said I have to get in the Uber to bloody go to turn up for this fight and fight. Yeah. At 37, you're getting on, love. You've got on. You have to come. Yeah, no, work for me.
Technique was woeful.
Yeah, work for me. It worked for me.
I was not impressed, Lisa Bales. I was not impressed with that performance.
Go, Lisa.
I was not impressed with that performance.
Lisa, well, you know what? I was upset when she beat Cecilia Breakers the 2 times.
Yeah, I watched that.
And I felt that Cecilia should have always stayed with what was his name? Jonathan Banks.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
She was an undefeated fighter. But when she went with Abel Sanchez,
bad move.
And I get it. Abel was more of an offensive coach,
but she was defensively the counter puncher. She was good. Yeah. She was good and strong. Lisa. Oh.
Yeah, hold on. I'll be right back. My mother calling me. Hold up.
Oh, no worries. Yeah, she was defensively sound. Breakers. Like, this is what I'm saying. Sometimes people can make you change your pattern, and then look, you come in with Mccaskill, and you lost. And Mccaskill, Rafi, I'm just so with you. I can't stress how awful that was of a representation of women's boxing. Terrible.
I think it was that point that I fell asleep, actually.
I don't blame you. It was terrible.
At that point, I woke up at 6 a.m. Still in my computer shit. You know what I mean? Jessica Mccaskill. Jessica Mccaskill did that to me. Jessica Mccaskill put the Rafi to sleep. And not in a good way
right off.
Not in a good way either.
At the chair.
And in the chair, slumped in the chair. OMG. But you know what? What are you doing? What are you doing?
You make me laugh. Oh my God. Sorry, I'm like this.
But you know what? I think we've done it. Lady Shan.
We did it. We came through like them. We came through.
Thank you,
Rafi.
I think we've done it.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, we got final words though. We got our final words. So first of all, thank you, John D. Lee, the Pigeon, the Iron Kong, the Lisa Bales, the Lady Chan. I hope I haven't missed anybody. Thank you all for taking time out of your day and coming on here. And thank you to everyone in the chat for taking the time out. I thought I'd just drop a little quick live. Well, this is a long live for me. You know, the Raphael only like to go about 1 hour, 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Other things to do. So try and keep it nice and concise. But ladies, the Lisa Bales, thank you very much. And could I have your final words, please?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, Lisa Bales. Loud and clear.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Thanks for having me, Rafi. It's always an honor and a privilege. And thanks to everybody on the panel. You, Rafi, Lady Chan, John Dealey, Iron Kong, Oba, and who else came on the panel? That's it?
Pigeon.
Don't forget the Pigeon.
Oh, and Pigeon. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. And Pigeon, yeah. And just thanks. Great weekend of boxing.
Hey.
And it's still going on tonight.
It was great. Yeah, there's more to come. Rafi will be top.
Me too.
In his sleeping bag, top bunk.
Watch me lying.
On the bunk bed.
Yes.
Bunk bed. Lisa, much appreciation. And enjoy the fight tonight. We speak again during the week.
I'm not watching it.
I'll be sleeping. I'll see you sometime tomorrow. You know
Yeah, definitely.
But that was the Lisa Bales. And then there were two. Lady Shan, your final words, please. Thanks for jumping on.
No, there's still 3 on here.
Yeah, but still. Go on, Shan. Come on.
I'm such an idiot. Thank you so much for having me, Rafi. It was fun. Yeah, I'm glad to be on and touch on the topics. Great weekend of boxing. Guys, you can catch me tomorrow on the weekly wrap-up show, Monday at 10:30 p.m. UK, 5:30 Eastern, 4:30 Central, 2 p.m., 2:30 Pacific, and for the match
what time is it in Moscow?
I'm not sure. I don't know. Moscow. I'm so used to them bloody time zones. If I'm going to start doing the whole world ones. Yeah, I don't know. Moscow. Yeah, and So Instagram and Twitter, LADYCHANN, and merchandise for Dundem Season is www.dundemseason.com.
Done.
That's it.
Done them dead.
Peace out. Done them dead. Peace out to everyone that was on the panel as well. And thank you for the interaction in the chat. Love you. Wow.
That was great. That was the Lisa Bales and the Lady Shan. And what can I say? It's a great weekend. It was a fun weekend. And I hope it was an entertaining show, an impromptu show, a Sunday show. You know, we just go live, try and keep it concise, nice, and polite. Okay, folks, thanks for everybody who came on the panel. Thanks for everybody who tuned into the show. Thanks to the Aaron Daly. And who else? Oh, there it is. Where is it? I just scrolled past it. The Aaron Daly and the Tone. Thanks to everybody who came through. Thanks to everybody who smashed the like button. Thanks to everybody who will press the share button. And hit the bell icon to stay updated with news and notifications. So what can I say? What do I need to say? It's the Raphael Dawkins, it's the Combat Radio, it's the like, it's the subscribes, it's the comments, it's the shares, and it is the hitting the bell icon to stay updated with news and notifications. Don't forget about the live show. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Link in the description box. It's the Raphael Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio. We're out. Maybe I'll see you on Monday. Or if not Monday, maybe Tuesday. Okay. Blessed.